probably the best script I've ever read.
It was being written by our friend Eddie and produced by our friend Adam.
It was really impressive. It was funny. It was hysterical.
Just never seemed to happen.
But no, I don't very much know anything about Robbie Sincox.
I met Eddie at Brookdale. We had a TV class together.
We just got to talking about movies, and he was saying that he was writing stuff and working on stuff, and I happened to tell him about Robbie Sincox.
I don't remember if it was that night, that first meeting, or what. I know I wanted to do it from the moment I read it.
So he was really interested in trying to shoot something, so I sent him, I emailed him the script, and he loved it. And we decided that we were going to try to shoot it as a full-length film. And then we were off. The name Robbie Sincox just popped into my head. And so I started just thinking about stories of who Robbie Sincox could be. And he just made sense to me to be like the big suburban crime lord, you know, the guy who runs the suburban underworld, who's really tough, but if he was mixed in with like real mafia guys and stuff, he really wouldn't stand up to them. He'd be kind of a wimp, but since he's in the burbs, he'd be pretty badass.
He's like the John Gotti of the suburbs, and that's he just makes people do things and owes favors to people and has them do things for him in return.
A group of guys who decide to, like, they're a group of losers who like decide to play a joke on the school jock named Trevor Huntington.
They steal a jock's car, and the car gets stolen, carjacked actually, and their friend was inside, so...
One of them gets an email from a guy named Sammy Bones.
Sammy Bones is Robbie Sincox's right-hand man. He is the go-between from the world to Robbie Sincox.
So to get the car back, they have to do a job for Robbie Sincox. That's how the whole deal with Robbie Sincox works, is you do a favor for him, you do a favor for him, he does a favor for you, whatever, vice versa. You could switch that around, you get it. Anyway, so they have to kidnap a little boy.
So they can give the car back to Trevor, the jock football guy.
And the little boy turns out to be trouble, and comedy ensues. And boy, was it a blast.
The casting was kind of a problem. I mean, we put up flyers and stuff to get people.
I think actually someone found one of our flyers and just emailed me to join this group, and it was like supposed to be this place where actors go and find parts. So I put a posting on there with Adam's phone number on it.
I had everybody calling me at like 1 in the morning. People would call me and want to be in the film.
Random wackos were calling him from all over the place.
But they would leave me some great messages with like no phone numbers, no names. Like, I want to be in your film, it sounds great. And that was all just from a flyer. I think it said actors needed, male actors, 17 to 25 or something stupid like that.
You know, you shouldn't put your phone number on the internet, but I did it anyway. I put his phone number because I wasn't putting mine.
I couldn't call anybody back because Eddie never gave me a script, basically, a finished script. He would change stuff, like, constantly. It could have been finished easily, I think, but he disliked a lot, and he took out characters, he put in characters, he changed places, he just did everything he could to screw it up, basically.
I would call up Adam all the time, and I'd be like, oh, I made up a new character today. You know, oh, and then that character, yeah, he's gone now. And then this one he's in. And, you know, I mean, it got to the point where every character was different.
One of the later scripts that I got, he took the kid, and the kid was supposed to be like 8 years old. He took the kid and made him like 23 years old, a huge guy, like 6 feet tall, and just, it was just ridiculous.
I came up with the idea, which was really just an excuse, to turn it into a short. And I said, this thing will work better as a short, because I didn't want to write it as a full length anymore. So I just said, oh, let's make it a short movie. And then I started working on that, and then I came up with the idea to make it, all right, let's forget about a short. We'll make it really, really short, and we'll do it as a series of episodes and put it on the internet. And and then it became that.
It was like a year before I think we gave up on it, or whatever it was, 2 years before we gave up on it. It's definitely all Eddie's fault.
It basically all comes back around to me. Yeah, it was my fault that it never happened. But there's always the future.
If it caught on, it would have caught on hard, and it would have gone across the country, and it would have really, a lot of people would have seen it. A lot of people would have liked it.
It was a great thing, and I wish it would have taken off. I really did. And I'm still hoping in the future maybe it can turn out, because it was just I know it would be a lasting experience.